It's the Go Home Rampage show before the Revolution pay-per-view. Every time I watch AEW, I want to go home, even though I watch it from the comfort of my home. So what does that tell you? I want to go to bed, I want to go to sleep. This show fucking sucks. CM Punk doesn't even need to hit his finisher anymore to put you to sleep. You just need to watch an hour of Rampage and that'll do the job. 5 minutes and that'll do the job. You'll be passed out before you even get to the first match. But anyway, speaking of match, there's a load of matches tonight. We've got Keith Lee set to appear, set to make his in-ring Rampage debut tonight. He's already wrestled on Dynamite. Now he's going to be wrestling on Rampage. No word of who his opponent will be. But he is in this weekend's Face of the Revolution ladder match, so you would have to assume that Keith Lee's probably going to win tonight. He'll probably beat some bum that we've never heard of, some guy they've just dragged off the streets to feed to Keith Lee. And I mean literally mean feed to him, because he's a fat bastard and he could probably eat a whole-sized human being. But that's what Keith Lee's doing tonight. If anyone cares about Keith Lee, I know we have to pretend that he's a big deal because he was sucked in WWE, and we have to blame McMahon, so let's pretend that Keith Lee's a huge star. I mean, he's not a huge star. He might be huge, but he's not a star. Let's be real, right? Anyway, moving on to the next match. We have, I guess this isn't really a match, it's more of a challenge. We've got the Serena Deeb. She'll be hosting another edition of the Professor's 5-minute rookie challenge. Let's pray. For the love of God, please do not let this go 5 minutes. 5 seconds would be too long. So 5 minutes is fucking far too long. Serena Deeb, nobody cared about Serena Deeb when she was young and, non-attractive. So now people care about her even less now when she's old and still unattractive. So yeah, what's the point? I mean, her career highlight is essentially getting her head shaved by CM Punk, and that was well over a decade ago. So I don't think we need to see Serena Deeb. I don't want to see Serena Deeb, but we'll be getting to see Serena Deeb tonight. So if you're a Serena Deeb fan, tune into Rampage. If you're not, then that's probably why this show gets about 10 people watching it. We've also got Ethan Page versus Christian Cage. I mean, Page, Cage, Adam, everyone's got the same name in this company. How are you supposed to stand out, really? In a Face of the Revolution ladder qualifier match, this is for the last spot. In the ladder match, we've already confirmed we'll have Keith Lee, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Orange Cassidy. Now, this is a ladder match, and I'm looking at the people who's in it. You've got Orange Cassidy, who does fuck all. He basically stands with his pockets, hands in his pockets whole match. You've got Ricky Starks, who is just a guy. This guy ain't good, he's just a guy. And then you've got Powerhouse Hobbs, Wardlow, and Keith Lee, 3 big dudes that aren't very agile, at least not in a ladder match, and this just does not look like a good match to me. I think a ladder match, you normally have like one big guy, and then maybe a couple of like average sized guys, and then you normally have like at least an athletic guy, a guy that's going to do all the high spots. But I'm looking at this match and I don't see it. I don't see your Shelton Benjamin. I don't see someone like a Jericho who's going to do cool stuff off the ladder. You don't have your guys like Edge. You don't have that. You don't have your Benoits. You don't have your guys that can work. You've literally got a couple of small dudes that are just small. They ain't really that great in the ring. Technically, they're nothing special. They don't do any high-risk shit. They're not that agile. You're not going to get any high bumps off these dudes. And then you've got Wardlow, Hobbs, and Keith Lee. Keith Lee might need a reinforced ladder if he's even going to attempt to climb it. I don't expect to see any of these dudes doing something special off the top rope. And then you've got Ethan Page, another guy who's just, I wouldn't call him a big guy, he's just a bit bulky. He's average in the ring, nothing special about Ethan Page. And then Christian Cage, who's approaching like 50 and well past his best. I mean, if Christian Cage was in his prime here, this match would be perfect for him, but at 50 years old, does Christian Cage really want to be in a ladder match? Especially with 5 guys that are fucking green. It's not like he's going to be in a ladder match, a one-on-one ladder match with someone that he can work a good match with and a safe match with. Does Christian Cage really want to get in a ladder match with these 5 guys? Fucking anything could happen. But that's what we've got tonight. Page versus Christian Cage, qualified match. Hopefully Cage wins, but I don't see it. I think they'll probably go with Page. Apparently AEW knows how to treat their legends respectfully, but I mean, Christian Cage's run's been absolutely terrible. Oh, they jobbed him out to Kenny Omega, then ever since then. Oh, he's a big deal, he's facing the champ. What's he done since then? being a manager for some big fucking goof with a mask. And even that guy's not that big. He's like 6'3". He's not that much bigger than me, for God's sake. But anyway, Christian, hopefully he wins. I don't think he will. And then finally, probably the main event, AEW TNT champion Sammy Guevara defends against Darby Allin and Andrade in a triple threat match. Why they're having a title match a day before the pay-per-view, I'm not sure. I mean, I know this is a TV title, so I don't know if they break the rules and defend it on the pay-per-view, but I'm pretty sure that a TNT title has been defended on the pay-per-view before. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think it has been. So, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I mean, Sammy Guevara will probably retain. It just tells me these three guys have got nothing going for them going into the pay-per-view, so they're just having a throwaway match on the show before, the night before. And last but not least, Thunder Rosa came out on Dynamite with her leg taped up. After the match, Dave Meltzer spreading lies that she's injured, that she might not compete in the match this weekend. The match could be in jeopardy, her title match against Britt Baker. And then someone from Fightful, I believe Ross Sapp, contacted Thunder Rosa, contacted officials for AEW, and asked them about the injury and about how the likelihood of the match not going ahead. And both responded that there is no injury, that she's fine, and that the match is going ahead. So Dave Meltzer, again, fucking absolute lying bastard. He's adding 2 plus 2 together, and he's coming up with 3, as per usual. Just seen someone with a bit of tape around their leg, and he's obviously assumed that they're injured. They're about to pull a Kevin Nash quad. It's not how it works, Dave. Sometimes you just wear, you wear tape or something to prevent yourself from getting injured. So, I mean, whatever. Just because you're wearing tape doesn't necessarily mean you're injured. It just means you're maybe taking a precaution. So, who knows? Dave Meltzer, you'd think after 40 years of watching this stuff 24/7, he would have realised that by now, but nah. I guess not. I guess he just wants clicks as well. So anything that Dave Meltzer thinks will get a click, he will spew it, even if it is 100% grade A shite, just like Austin coming back for WrestleMania and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, that's your Rampage review before the Saturday pay-per-view, Face of the Revolution. Not looking for it. I don't even think I'll buy it, to be fair. It's looking shit. I've no interest in it. I might watch the highlights, but yeah, that's it. Rampage, hopefully Christian wins tonight. Could not give a shit about anything else happening. Come on, Christian Cage. Do it for the legends. Outwork everybody and win that match, brother.